is brewing up a project that combines the art of sewing with the tradition of tea, and you don't even have to hold out your little pinky as you're taking a sip.
But you can hold up your pinky if you would like, but it's not necessary.
That's not my style anyway.
Fair enough.
Could you imagine me doing that? All right.
Weird.
What are we doing here, buddy?
So one of the things I love to do is take to old classic pieces and like repurpose them, find new ways to use them. So like my mother and my grandmother, both very formal ladies. That's my grandmother. She actually had a sewing business in her house. I have her full set of china, and that's my mom.
So first of all, both so beautiful, and they look so similar.
They do.
Even their pose there.
And it's funny, I look at my daughter Margot, and I see the continuation, which is really sweet. That's my grandmother's sewing machine. That's the sewing machine that I learned, and my mom keeps all the sewing bits and bobs in those drawers, or did. So I was like, let's figure out a way. I want to sort of honor them and the sort of tea and the sewing ritual, but to combine them and to make a sewing kit out of tea sets.
I think it's fantastic. Give us a little tour as to what we're going to be
What we're talking about. So here's our teapot, and what we've done here, if you want to see, on the inside of the teapot, keep all of your hand needles right there. And then inside the teapot, you keep your needles, your thread, your little scissors, so it's all handy. This little thing right here, do you know what this is?
It's a stopper so nothing gets spilt out.
Wrong.
Okay.
It is the same as this little strawberry. The people don't know what this little strawberry is. That is actually a needle sharpener to sharpen your needles. So we've done that here. If they get a little dull, right there, and that sharpens.
Just by jamming them in there?
Exactly. The secret is what's inside, which I'll show you all. And then we have this as a pin cushion where you actually put your pins here. And one of my issues with sewing is when you take them out, you never toss them back in. So you can toss them in the saucer. Keep them all in one place.
Got you.
And it's nice. Sit this beside your TV, your sofa. Do your darning as you do in the evening.
I have to be honest. I was telling Ken earlier, this is a little out of my element, so I am excited to learn about this.
There you go.
Let's start with the saucer and the teacup.
Okay, teacup and saucer. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to, with a little bit of hot glue, we are going to secure the saucer and the cup. Now, the nice thing about hot glue and porcelain or china is that it's not permanent, so because it's not porous, so you can actually pop that off.
And the reason you're doing that is when you're putting the pins in, taking them out, you don't want things jingling around.
Right, and you want to just be able to carry it around to do you don't want to have multiple pieces.
You just made me really nervous. How did you let it dry so quickly? Okay.
Now I have a piece of upholstery foam, just standard upholstery foam.
Yeah.
I've traced a circle on here about, I freaked myself out there a second, about the size of your actual cup. And all you're going to do, just rough size, I'm going to not use my sewing scissors.
Okay.
And you're going to basically, you can cut this with scissors very simply.
Allow me to use your sewing scissors incorrectly. That's my job.
Not my job.
That's not your job.
And then so you're going to do that, and then you're just going to keep cutting it until you get a sort of domed shape.
Right, you want that kind of gradual slope side to it.
And it doesn't have to be perfect because the fabric is going to sort of
help
Now we're
going to cover it up. What do we have?
Exactly.
Using a little bit of cotton?
Little fabric. I've got you need a little piece of poster board. You're not going to see it, but that gives it a little bit of shape.
Oh.
And then whatever fabric, I use velvet and some. I use this pink because it picks up the pink and the flowers.
Okay, very nice.
And all you're going to do is put it around. If you want to get one of those zip ties.
Zip ties, yeah, sure.
And we're just going to zip tie.
Where am I going here?
Right around the bottom here, right around the base here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I went back with like all sorts of like ways of like attaching it, gluing it, trying to stitch it, and then I had a bag of zip ties, and I'm like, oh, that was easy.
I love zip ties.
Voila.
They make me very happy.
And then all we're gonna do is cut that.
Simple things make me happy, everybody. Boom. Like zip ties. Okay, great. Look at that.
Right, and you're absolutely done. You can, secure this again with a little bit of hot glue on the inside, but you're basically finished. Now, what you can do if you want, what I did with the pink one here, is go around the outside of it with a little bit of ribbon.
Yeah, just to give it a little.
Right, or you can add the little flower. You can sort of do whatever you want to sort of like make it sort of fancy.
I think we're off to an amazing start.
All right,
and we're going to take
now's
it
not
up
the
a
time
level.
for tea.
Well, really, because I've got this full of bone broth. Can you have bone broth in a teapot?
Yeah, not with your spools of thread.
No,
keep that in mind. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing here with the top. I traced a circle. I made my foam. Voila, voila. and I have it here, and we're just going to attach that again with a little bit of hot glue.
And the hot glue's all you need. It'll stay in place with that.
Yeah, because you're not doing anything.
That's not really like load supporting.
Exactly.
Okay,
and again, you can start to add your add your little ribbon.
Clever
See this little
idea.
one here? I added the little like blue velvet ribbon and the little rose. You can really start to have fun and make it as lovely as you want.
Okay.
Now for our
needle sharpener.
Needle sharpener.
What in the world goes inside a needle sharpener? And before I finish asking the question, Ken is showing me the answer.
This is just steel wool. This is the one
wool.
you keep under your sink. You don't want the ones that have the soap in it. You know, the SOS pads. You just want the regular
Definitely don't want
steel
your
wood.
sewing scissors cutting that either.
And all you're gonna do, put this right around here.
Okay, another zip tie now.
No, I tried a zip tie, but it's going to be too big to get in the spout. So I just have a little piece of embroidery thread.
Okay. Well done.
I will not ask you to tie that.
No, there's no way that I can handle that. Your fingers are far more nimble. That's well done.
And I love this because to me, like, sewing is one of those things that I like to make it pleasurable if I'm attaching a button or something. So having a nice little kit that you can like bring out that looks nice, that sort of makes the process enjoyable.
And let's just
then all we're gonna do is just tuck this right down in the spout.
I want to make sure that we tell everybody, in case you don't have a teapot and a cup and a saucer at home, where can people find them?
I like to go to the very expensive porcelain places.
I see.
Goodwill, Salvation Army garage sale,
Those
$2 a pot. That's where you go.
Ken better than that, everyone. Ken, very, very well done. I think you did a great job.
Were you on pins and needles this whole time?
I was on pins and needles. You see,
I was holding that till the end.
Couldn't go through it without throwing that in there. Find full instructions, hallmarkchannel.com, everybody, and connect with Ken on his website and his social media page. You'll get more puns like that if you do. See you soon.